Hey, welcome back to Hop Sauce Investing. Today, I want to share one of the biggest lessons that I've learned over the years. Okay. When I was younger, I was always feeling like I had to be in a trade no matter what. If I wasn't buying something, I felt like I was missing out and I wasn't, participating. Money's not is being wasted. Today, I do things very differently. Okay. I've learned, and as we mature in life, it's all about patience. It is Patience is actually one of the biggest investing advantages that you can have, ladies and gentlemen. We don't always have to be invested in the next big hype, the next big thing. I used to feel like I was missing out when you hear these big headlines and whatever it is. The mining stocks over here, the SpaceX, or this, that. Be patient. Now, the markets don't pay you for being busy all the time. It pays you for making good decisions, which takes focus, patience, and just due diligence. We all know that you got to have due diligence to be successful in life and whatever it is you do. So, hardest thing to do I have learned is nothing, and I've kind of been in that. That's kind of what the market's doing. These all-time highs on the S&P and these AIs. It's I haven't done nothing, but it seems like I'm doing nothing compared to what I was doing 6, 8 months ago, right? So, one of the things that I have done, I'll show you right here. This cover call. It's kind of boring and it's not much profit, but it's something. Okay, I was watching this. I'm going to show you right now on the chart. I've been watching this stock right here. It's Kraft's Heinz Company. It's a boring old school company, but you know what? It's not going anywhere. I tell you right now, it's not going to go bankrupt. This is one of the largest U.S. It goes back to I don't want to say the date because I don't know exactly. I did briefly read over it, but it's way back around World War II, right after World War II and stuff like that. So this company's been around. I'm not expecting huge gains off this. And let me just show you how I got into this cover call play. I was watching it and I found this trend line that it was kind of bouncing off this. I'm like, okay, right in this area, I'm like, if it bounces back down to this trend line, I'm gonna look at getting in. And it did. And so I had this the longer term trend line on the bottom. That's a shorter term one. This is a longer term one. It did bounce off of that. I'm like, I got distracted with life and I didn't check it for the next 2 or 3 days. And all of a sudden, I'm like, damn, it's up at the resistance level. I don't want to buy when things are up at the resistance level. So I'm like, I'm going to have to wait. I'm going to wait for a couple of days and see what happens. Look what happened. It came right back down to where I wanted it to be. I don't chase. I've learned not to chase green candles. When things are running up to where, look, if you miss the buying area, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Turn the page. That's what I've learned. Look how it came back down. And once it broke down, I'm like, uh-oh. I thought it was going to go down to this next support level, which I was going to wait for. So the next day, small green candle was somewhat of confirmation. And then so I ended up buying it as this next green candle came up. Nothing. I mean, it's not too expensive. I only bought like 200 shares because I knew I was just safe, slow and steady. The next day, when it went up above this downward trend line that I had here, I sold a call. Now, in hindsight, I should have waited for the resistance level. I should have just kind of waited up around this what is the price up here? Around $25. I sold my call options a little bit early, right around here, with the strike price up around the resistance. I think it was a 25. I think I sold 25 strike price. So the thing about it, it's a win-win. You take in a little bit of premium. Now in 30 days, it's less than 30 days now, 25 days, if that the price of this stock is above $25, I get called out. I'm forced to sell for a profit. Oh, whoopee. Because I bought it down here at 24. It's not a much of a, it was 24 something. It's not a huge profit, but it's a profit. I'll take it. Put my money back in my account. All right. And I'm sitting on a small percentage. It'll be a 5% gain. It's actually 5.3 or something like that in 30 days. I don't care. I'll take that. If you start annualizing that and you do these little plays, it's massive percentage gains over the year. This is the thing that's kept me sane when I've seen my crypto portfolio go down. Okay, this is what I want to share. Okay, next, look at some crypto. This is the Bitcoin chart. Okay, I've got some bunch of support and resistance lines, a longer term trend line. That this is really weird. How the price has kind of just been moving and it tightened up on this trend line. We dropped below. I mean, you guys remember this? It was crap. It was 50. It did go below that $58,000. Where's my 52-week low? Okay, there's the 52-week high low. Yep, it was 57,717. Who would have thought it would have gone down like that? Wow. Okay, so the last 3 days, it has bumped up. Now there's another level. Here it is. Who knows, man? Who knows? Look at down here at 29,000, 29, 30,000. There's a longer term trend line. I just saw a crazy video that talks about exactly 365 days Bitcoin goes from its top to the low. And so I have to see where we're at on that time frame. Like for 5 cycles in a row. It's kind of weird. I don't know if it's true. It was a YouTuber talking about this. If it's true, it's a little bit suspect. So, but I don't. That's kind of a side note. But I'm looking at this. I got to decide what it does coming off of this pink trend line that I have. If it breaks through it, I might pick up a little more. Okay, but I don't feel like it's gonna go. We're not in it just an economic time where it's going to pop off. It's just not going to go. I think it's going to bounce off of this area in here and come back down. I don't know if it's going to go that low. There should be another support level back here. I got to look at my chart. Yeah, just real quick looking at it. There's going to be a level. There is a level right around this 49,000. Okay, we'll say right around 50,000. I think is a more realistic bottom that we could see. Okay, that's just me looking at technical analysis. Okay, I just wanted to show you that's the thing I'm looking at on crypto. Okay, next, let's take a look at the XRP chart. You know, I'm also looking at Bitcoin dominance. These are the decisions. This is helping me, this information, make my investment decisions that I'm sharing with you today. And again, everybody has a different thumbprint. Every investor is looking at different things, different ways. This stuff is working out for me now. That's what I'm sharing it with you. Wow, look at XRP, ladies and gentlemen. So we just moved. We bounced off this strong $1 support level. I'll come down here on that wick. Last 3 days, XRP has come up about 12.5%. About 12.5% gain. I almost bought more at $1, but I didn't. It's fine. I'm really interested in the $1.15 spot. So if it moves out of there, you know, I'm focused on higher market cap projects right now in the cryptocurrency because I've really struggled with the lower cap and micro cap cryptocurrencies, full disclosure. Man, it's hard to hit those. It's really difficult because they move so quickly and it's, you know, smaller sums of money. Liquidity can move them quicker. So it's hard to, the technicals help out a ton on that, but I do better on the larger market caps. That's why I think most of my money is going to go into Bitcoin. It's boring. But this is, now that I'm watching this here, let me extend this trend line. Wow, it did come above this trend line. Hang in there, XRP. We could see something. Again, I don't think it's time. I don't think it's time for this thing to blow off. But hey, you don't know if the technicals don't lie. If it does get above that $1.15, it should move up to the next one. Okay, the 130, and there might be a small support pause here at the 23.24 $1.24, but we'll have to find out. That's what I'm looking at. I heard a couple investors say that you got to go all in, and more risk is more reward. It is true, but honestly, I like diversification. It's what's been working out for me. So I'm not going all in. I am going to sprinkle in on all these projects that I just showed you as we move forward. Now, when it happens, I don't know. I did buy some more Ethereum that I showed you a few videos ago, but just wanted to share that with you today. Now, again, patience is the biggest thing that I have learned. Look, years ago, I'd be chasing these candles. These couple green candles, I'd be going, oh, dude, I don't want to miss out. FOMO is real. It's a psychological thing in the human investor's mind that is real. So it's really hard to control that. It just depends on where we're at the cycle. Right now, the stock market's up here. Crypto's down here. It's a beautiful thing, really, when you start looking at the charts like this. Okay, and you know what? Sometimes I'm about 50% cash because I showed you that Kraft Heinz. I was 55, put some money in there, so I'm about 50% cash, just sitting there. It's a little bit uncomfortable, but I just want it ready to go when something pops off. Okay, my question for you today, ladies and gentlemen: what is harder? Buying assets or waiting to buy? So put the comment in there below. Which one's harder for you? Now, learning patience has probably been made more money, okay, than any other indicator that I've used so far. It's been working out for me. So if you find today's video helpful, everybody, give me a thumbs up. Please share this video. I'm just trying to expand the channel. Life is tough. I want to keep this thing going. I enjoy doing it. I'm going to share my information as time moves forward. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Enjoy your weekend there. Be safe. Try to, stay away from the shenanigans and just, like I said, don't get hurt. And let's respect each other, no matter what our political differences are, all of the above. Let's just enjoy the 250th anniversary of this great nation that we call the US of A. All right, everybody. Peace out. Have a good one.